been a good discussion for 2016. And so I think Dr. Gilleyan and Dr. Phillips joined us last year for a very interesting and powerful roundtable discussion. With the exception of the opening question, which we would like everybody to share their vision for the city of Jackson, it's going to be just an open dialogue, open discussion. So we want you to chip in, and if you don't feel tied to one particular type of question, it's just an open dialogue and open discussion for us to try to hash out some of the issues and solutions and putting together a plan for 2016. Now I'll give Dr. Stewart an opportunity to introduce all of our panelists for our recording.
Let me say good morning to all of you. Good morning. Thank you for coming. And let me start off with my person that I call a dear, dear friend, Dr. John Perkins. He's been there through the years. And I hope there's no one in this room, and sometimes I do run into some of them, who don't know Dr. John Perkins. And this is why I say we always need young people here, because they need to see individuals who lived the life of change. And he has done that. When I first met him, he was sitting in our living room talking with Peter Stewart, strategizing change. And he was already in that realm. So Dr. John Perkins, and I'm just going to say he's a change maker. And if you look at his center, Spencer Perkins Center, and the change that he is doing on that corner over there on Robinson Road, and Mayor Yarber, if we could inspire other people to model themselves after Dr. John Perkins, who really build and shape the area. And I think that's enough. You want to find out more about Dr. John Perkins, I'm going to refer you to what really always does the web. He's on there. He has a number of books. He is always open to people to stop by. He doesn't stand on formality, and I like that he doesn't stand on formality. So he is a genuine, true soul. And the next, I guess, being politically correct, I need to go to the mayor. We are...
Don't stand on formality.
Well, I think we have to, as they used to say to us, you gotta model what you teach.
Yes, ma'am.
And there is a formality. And I think there is a crying need for us to honor some of those for the future, for our children. I taught, and I didn't ever want to see political individuals who were not given proper honor, because I wanted the children to know how to deal with it. But we are fortunate for Women for Progress, because I told somebody, I said, I remember coming here when they had the big statue portrait of Andrew Jackson hanging there. And at that time, we had a mayor and 2 commissioners. I see Dr. Phillips is shaking his head. Women for Progress went through that whole process of changing. Now, I will say this, because I had to tell some young people in this administration, I said, wait a minute. We came to City Hall when black folk were not particularly welcome and were treated with dignity. I'm not coming to City Hall now after all of these years and not be treated properly. And so we stand on civility. And Mayor Yarber, I do want to commend you for taking the bull by the horn. I told somebody, I said, well, I remember Alan C. Thompson, Russell Davis, Dale Dax. We have a picture of Women for Progress standing around Dale Dax. So that was good. So continue to go forth, continue to hold this city toward the molded so that it will go toward the future. Kim said it very properly. She said, I knew her mom and daddy before they had even thought about marrying or thought about Kim. So it gives me great pride to see a friend's child who is doing so many great things. And it makes me feel good to know that we have young women who are holding up that blood-stained banner. I told Willie going through stuff, because always this time of year start trying to clean up. And I found a copy of something we at that time had typed up to format for an invitation to come to a fundraiser for somebody who would be the first black woman going into seats that you now hold. So continue to hold forward, because we worked long and hard to see you where you are. And Dr. Ivory Phillips, you know what, you're not as old, but I've known you almost as long as I've known Dr. John Perkins. Dr. Ivory Phillips came to Lanier High School. He probably doesn't even remember me. He was a student teacher with Mrs. Ruth Shirley.